How you doing? This is Mitch with the Native Survival School. Today we're going to use our compass to box out and around an obstacle that's in our path so we can still stay on our azimuth, yet go around it. Stay tuned. So in front of me I have a obstacle, we'll say, if I'm walking on my azimuth and I run into this tree and all those vines and brambles and everything, and I have to go around it. Now, this is very simple to do. All you have to do is turn 90 degrees, walk to the edge of the object, the obstacle that's in the way, and you count the paces. We'll say 10 paces. And we'll go through this in just a moment. Then I turn 90 degrees again, so I'm parallel with my azimuth, but I'm just 10 paces over to the right of it. I then walk past the object. Then I turn 90 degrees the other way to go around the outside corner of it, and I walk 10 paces back. Once I do that, I turn back 90 degrees. I should be standing absolutely on my azimuth again, just on the other side of the obstacle. It's very simple to do. You walk to an obstacle, you turn 90 degrees, you go around the obstacle, you count the paces, you turn 90 degrees, you walk parallel with the obstacle, turn 90 degrees, you come back to your azimuth, same amount of paces you took to go around it, turn 90 degrees, you're standing back on your azimuth, continue as you were on the other side of the obstacle. So I'm going to shoot my azimuth straight through it, as if that was the azimuth that I was following. Okay, I have my azimuth, I'm going to go ahead and follow it. So I've come to my obstacle. I'm now going to turn 90 degrees. Now I'm going to count my paces. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is enough. Now I'm going to turn 90 degrees, which will put my north red arrow back in the red arrow box, back in the red box. I'm now parallel with my azimuth. I'm going to walk past the obstacle. I'm turning 90 degrees again. I'm going to walk back 6 paces. Now I'm going to turn 90 degrees, and I'm standing on my azimuth right now. I'm going to put my north red arrow back in the red arrow box. Okay, so let's talk about how to add and subtract 90 degrees a couple different ways. One way is, whatever your number is, you add 90 degrees to it. It's one way of doing it. I don't particularly like doing that because it involves math. It involves thinking. I don't like to think when I'm working with azimuths and back azimuths and all of that stuff, because you can get confused and you can get off a couple numbers, and over miles, that's a very big deal. So what I like to do is use the 90 degree measurements on my compass. Always, as you can see, is my north box. So whatever azimuth I set, exactly 90 degrees from my north box are these black lines. See that? Exactly 90 degrees from each other. So whatever azimuth I set, they move with each other. So I could be following this one. I line up my compass so my red needle is inside the box, which looks like this. If I want to walk 90 degrees, I then turn until my needle is lined up 90 degrees over. That's what I like to do. It's already born and bred into my compass. You can see them right there. 90 degrees from each other all the way around. 9, 18, 27, and 36 all the way around the compass. To me, that's pretty foolproof. So we'll say I'm on this azimuth right here. I'm all lined up, doing my thing. I'm under my obstacle. I have to turn 90 degrees. I'm going to put this on this line instead. So I get to my obstacle. I'm now going to turn 90 degrees. Now that's lined up there. I'm now going to walk this direction and count my paces to the edge of my obstacle. Just like that. Once I do that, I'm now going to turn 90 again, which obviously lines us right back up. I'm now going to walk past my obstacle. Okay, my obstacle's right here. Once I've walked past my obstacle, I now have to get back onto my azimuth. So I'm going to go 90 the other way. Now I'm lined up. Now I'm going to walk this way. Now my obstacle's behind me. I'm back on my azimuth, but I'm facing the wrong direction. Turn back to 90, put my needle back in the box, and I'm looking back at my azimuth yet again. I'm standing on my azimuth, looking on my azimuth, and off I go. It's very simple to do. And if you're doing it by numbers and math, you would add 90 degrees, count your steps, subtract 90 degrees, walk past the obstacle, subtract 90 degrees, count your steps, same amount of steps, add 90 degrees, boom, back on my azimuth, off I go. This has been Mitch with the Native Survival School. Appreciate your views, comments, and your support. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.